up, beautiful people? You are welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Clovers. If you are new here, if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Today I'm going to be making a video for my girls that are just starting makeup. So if you are a beginner, this video is for you. I'm going to be showing you guys just very minimal products on how to achieve a full face. Not an entirely full face, just something you can do as a beginner, okay? None of that highlight or contour BS. If you are new and then you want to look good with your makeup, you know, just make sure you stick around to watch this video, okay? And also, if you're a professional makeup artist, please stick around because I need your support, okay? Thank you very much. So I'm going to be showing you guys the essentials, the products that you will need to start your makeup kit. If you are a beginner, you don't know how to do makeup that well, or like you just want to start makeup in general, this video is for you. So without further ado, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and then we are going to get into the video. First of all, what you would need is a primer. Primer is the base of your makeup. To pick out your primer, you need to know your skin type, okay? You have to be really sure of what kind of skin type that you have. If you have oily skin, you want to go for a primer that would mattify your skin. If you have dry skin, you have to go for a primer that would hydrate your skin. And then if you have normal skin, how does it feel to be God's favorite? For me, I have oily skin, and then today I'm going to be using this mattifying makeup base from New Beauty. It is a mattifying primer, and I really like it. What was I doing? I really like this primer because it keeps my makeup at bay. I've tried a couple of other primers, and I really like this one, honestly. So I'm just going to put that all over my face and then blend it out with my hand. Nothing too serious, okay? Up next, we're gonna go into foundation. Picking a foundation honestly is quite tricky, but if you purchase more foundations as time goes on, you would get a hang of it. What you need to know when you want to pick out a foundation is, number one, you have to make sure your shade is right, okay? You have to pick out your right shade so you're not out here looking like... First of all, you have to make sure your shade is right. Second of all, you have to make sure that your undertone is right. People have different undertones. You have the yellow undertone, you have the... No one has gray undertones. Do people have gray undertones? I don't know. If you have gray undertones, yeah, okay. People have neutral undertones. Personally, I have a neutral undertone. I'm not very on the red, I'm not very on the yellow. I'm just there, hanging somewhere in the middle. Now, to apply your foundation, I would recommend using a beauty sponge. Using a beauty sponge, I would say, is it's just easier in my opinion. It's very easy to use. There's not much to it. You just pick it up and use it. This particular beauty sponge, I got it from Info Beauty. You can check them out on Instagram. They have really nice sponges. I got this, honestly, I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't expensive at all. It was like $1.5 or so. And then one thing that I've noticed with a lot of people is they don't even know how to use beauty sponges. Let me show you guys how to use a beauty sponge. You're supposed to go under a tap of running water and press your beauty sponge into, like, let the water enter. It's a sponge. It's supposed to be wet. You don't use a dry beauty blender to blend anything. Like, it doesn't work that way. You can't, like, it will not work. I promise you, your makeup is going to be patchy. Everything is not going to work out fine. So because we can't go under a tap right now, I can't take my phone to the bathroom. Can I? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my cup. I'm going to put my beauty sponge. You guys should probably see the size of this right now. And then I'm going to immerse it in water. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use warm or cold water. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to immerse that into it, and I'm going to squeeze the water out like so. And I'm taking a paper towel, and I'm just going to, just so it's not, there's no water anywhere. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the size of this actually did increase. My sponge was slightly damp because I washed it in the morning, but then it was slightly damp. That's why it was even that big before I put it in water. Now that I put it in water, it is so much bigger, and then this way it is softer and it will blend your makeup perfectly, I promise you. So now we're gonna go into foundation. Today I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I'm just going to put all of that on my face, and then I'm going to blend it out. I'm just going to tap my face like this. If your beauty sponge is soft enough, you don't have a problem with blending. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just doing tapping motions like this, and then like everything is so easy. If you have, you know, spotless skin or whatnot, you could just go without foundation. I don't think that you need foundation if you have really good skin, except you want foundation, and you could go ahead and do that. But then for me, I don't have, you know, spotless skin. I have spotful skin. What the hell? Also, if you have skin that is, you know, not that bad, but like you have little spots here and there and things you just want to cover up, you could just go ahead and get a concealer that is your skin tone, that is your exact skin tone, and then just conceal those little parts. It really doesn't matter. You don't have to use foundation because you want to cover out like 4 pimples. You don't need all that. Now that we have our foundation on our face, we want to go ahead and do our brows. There's so many options of brow products that you could possibly use. There is the brow pencil, you could use the brow pomade, you could use a brow powder, you could use anything, honestly. But then if you have really full brows and then you just feel there's really nothing to do to it, I recommend that you just leave your brow as it is. If you have really full brows, as you can see, my brows are very thin. But then if you're not the type to like draw your brows and whatever, you could go ahead and leave your brows. And I have a video, I'm going to link that into my, you're just going to see an iCard right here. Then I'm just going to go off camera and do my brows because I don't want to waste anybody's time. Okay, so next up, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go into eyeshadow. You don't need, I mean, like if you are not an eyeshadow girl, you don't like eyeshadow, whatever, you could go ahead and leave your eyelids as is. But for me, I like to use eyeshadow. Okay, I really like to use eyeshadow. It's like my favorite step in every makeup routine. So I'm gonna be using this Sleek Eye Divine eyeshadow palette in Storm, and I'm going to be using this brown eyeshadow right here. I'm sorry, the mirror is broken. But anyways, I'm gonna be using this brown eyeshadow. I'm sorry, this one right here. It's basically just like nude for me, like my skin tone. You could go ahead and use like this gold eyeshadow if this is very close to your skin tone. If you're going for something very natural, you could go ahead and even use this green if that's what you really want. But for me today, I'm gonna be using something very natural and something, you know, very, because like we're not trying to do too much now, are we? So I'm gonna take this brown eyeshadow and I'm gonna put that all over my lid with this brush. I would say this brush is very important. I think this is the only brush I'm gonna be using today, I think. Okay, yeah, no, this is not the only brush, but this brush is something that I feel like comes with every beginner's makeup brush kit. It's very important that you look for a brush that is very that is flat at the sides, okay, but then at the top it is kind of fluffy. I'm going to explain why that is very important. So now I'm just going to take some of that. I'm going to just go ahead and get a little bit of concealer and put that on my lids. So pro tip for today, instead of applying my eyeshadow like this, just like putting it on like this, I'm going to go ahead and put the brush upside down like so, and then I'm going to start applying it. And now when you are done applying it to this areas, you could go ahead and continue until you're satisfied with where it stops. Okay, so now what I mentioned earlier about the fluffy top-ish is this. I'm going to just take it and then start blending out the edges. This brush is from e.l.f. and it is their eyeshadow C brush. I don't know what they call this, but then it just says e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush here. I don't know. Okay, so next up, what we're gonna go into is mascara. We're not trying to do too much, okay? So no liner, no other eyeshadow color or whatever. I'm using my same one mascara that I have, the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Drama, and I'm just going to use that to curl my lashes. Actually, my lashes are already curled, but just to put that hint of black on my lashes. Okay, now, so you could go ahead and stop at this point, but because I know there are girls out there that actually want to start using lashes, I feel like this should be a little tiny encouragement. I'm going to be using this 3D mink hair lashes that I got off of AliExpress. You don't need any pair of lashes that are way too expensive or even expensive at all. These are like $2 on AliExpress, so it's nothing too crazy. I've seen lashes of what, like 5,000 naira. It's like, what are you trying to scam, sis? What are you trying to scam though? And then I'm going to be using this very dirty lash adhesive. This I got from my friend. I'm not really sure where she got this, but I really like it. I think that any lash glue is literally the same thing, it's just glue. But then just make sure you're not using bonding glue or something that is way too hard on your lashes, because it will pull out your natural lashes, and you don't want that now, sis. Except you want to get rid of your lashes and you don't know how to, so you just, yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting for the lash glue to dry on the lash, we're gonna go ahead and set our foundation that we already put on our face. Now, okay, yeah, so this is brush number 2. Brush number 2. Okay, we're using 2 brushes now, or 3, I don't know. I still don't know yet. You could go ahead and use a beauty blender, but it's just gonna involve a lot more blending. Okay, just way more blending. So just a brush, and it's really easy to use. Just going to take your setting powder, finishing powder, okay? So I'm just going to put that over my face. Okay, so one little tip that I've learned about doing my lashes is that don't put your mirror straight like this and attempt to put your lash on. I promise you that is not going to work. I don't know who that works for, but personally it doesn't work for me, okay? So I advise to put your mirror like this, like down this way, this, so you can see what you're doing as your eyes are closed-ish. You put your mirror this way. Honestly, I'm not the one to tell you to use a tweezer to learn, or like a clip to learn, whatever lash applying tool that you know about. I am honestly not the one to tell you to use that to learn. Okay, if you already know how to use your hand, you go ahead and learn how to use those ones, but I recommend using your hand first. Okay, so you're gonna put your fingers on the middle part of the lash, of course, and then I'm going to just place that on top of the lash. Just adjust it in every corner and you're good to go. Next, what I'm gonna do is bronze my face. Now, if you like your face as it already is, I just think this is very optional, and you could do this if you want. You could just skip it. Honestly, you could really skip it, but then today I'm not going to skip it because there's some people that actually could really use some dimension in their face. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my cheekbones. Nothing too much, okay? Don't never too much, please. I'm just going to dab it in these areas that I want to hide. After that is done, I'm going to go in with blush. Also, this step is very optional. This one is even more optional than the other one. If you like your face just the way it is, you could go ahead and just skip this step. Honestly, just skip this step if you really don't like to use blush. But I like to use blush. It adds just a little bit of color to your face, and I really like that. I really like what blush does. So today I'm going to be using this Juvia's Place the Warrior 3 palette, and I'm going to be using this peach toned shade right here, and I'm going to just take a little bit of that. Okay, that was way too much. That was way too much. Putting that on my cheek. I like to put it on my nose as well. And then we're going to go into our lips. I'm not putting any lipstick or whatever. I'm just going to use lip gloss. If you have like a tinted lip gloss, you could go ahead and use that. Whatever lip gloss you have, you could go ahead and use that. Or whatever lipstick, honestly, it really doesn't matter what you use. Just go ahead and use whatever product that you really like on your lip. Oh wait, I'm just going to line my lips first because I like to do that. I'm using a random eye pencil or lip. I don't know what this is, honestly. I just know it's, oh yeah, it's an eyeliner and lip liner. Now that my lip gloss is on, I'm just going to go ahead and set all of that in. Setting spray is a very important thing to have. You must have setting spray, okay? It is to set everything that you have put into your face. This one is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. Whew. I'm getting used to the taste of that. And now, last but not the least, product that you need to have for your beginner makeup kit would have to be a makeup purse. Okay, you need a purse, except, well, you don't go out very often where you would need to, you know, have a purse for, but then you need a purse. Okay, you can't have your things laying all around. Okay, don't be like that girl from Big Brother that put her foundation inside nylon or whatever the hell she put inside nylon. Anyway, so you just need that in a purse, and I'm gonna put every single product that I use today inside the purse so y'all can see that you don't need that much to begin. I mean, of course, after you begin, you could go ahead and grow your kit by buying like more eyeshadow palettes or like more brushes, just so you can be able to explore more with your face, okay? But for now, I feel like this is a very, very acceptable look that you could use to go anywhere, honestly. Y'all can see, you don't need that much. You don't need that much. You actually don't need that much products to begin, honestly. At the end of the day, we actually ended up using 3 brushes. Okay, 4 brushes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to add this one. We ended up using 4 brushes, of which this one is not very, very, you know, it's not very important because we use this for bronzing our face. If you like to bronze your face, you could go ahead and get a bronzing brush or like a face definer brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, and then it is a multitask brush, meaning you could use this to do your face definer as well. Okay, so this one is not even that important. Let's take this out. You can go ahead and use this one for your face defining and your blush and your powder. What am I saying? You could go ahead and buy 1 brush. Why didn't I do that? Anyways, you could go ahead and buy this 1 brush. I'm not even playing with you. You could use this for your powder, for your face definer, and for your blush, okay? So, and then this brush we use for eyeshadows. So these are the only 2 brushes that we used for this video, which is insane! Whew. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video up until this point. I really, really, really love you if you made it to this point. And also, might as well just subscribe to my channel, okay? Please just subscribe to my channel. I'm literally begging at this point, okay? I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I am going to see you guys on my next one. Bye.